We're live. Are we live, Noah? Hey, everybody. We are live from Chattanooga at the Tennessee Aquarium IMAX Theater, where we are premiering Secrets of the Sea 3D, ladies and gentlemen. Is this cool or is this cool? Yeah. Haha! So, what is happening right at this very moment is that there are a whole bunch of people in the theater actually watching the film, but we snuck out for the live stream. So I've seen it, you know what I mean? It's a great film. I've seen it, I highly recommend it, but I've seen it several times. So let's go on into the theater and check it out. We are in the lobby. The Tennessee Aquarium. So we did a tour today, and we're doing an episode about it for Blue World, and we're filming that tomorrow. What an amazing aquarium they have here in Tennessee. Incredible conservation efforts, probably the greatest freshwater exhibits I've ever seen in my life, and amazing ocean stuff. Like, the place is so big they need multiple buildings to hold it all. And in fact, the IMAX theater's across the street because they needed another building for the IMAX. So we're here in the IMAX theater, and they're showing Secrets of the Sea. Maybe we can sneak in and check it out. You think we should? What do you think? All right, let's go, come on. Should we go upstairs? We don't want to do it from the ground floor, right? No, come on, let's go upstairs. Wait a minute, where's that? No, there's not. Is it this way? Right, wait. We have to go up the elevator. All right, this is so cool. 3, right? I don't think we've ever done a live stream before where we crashed our own film premiere. How cool is this, right? Huh? All right, here we go. By the way, in the comments, tell us if you can hear the audio. Come on, go.
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2? Don't mind me, I don't know how to operate an elevator. Okay, we're going to 2. We don't want to disturb the screening, so what we're going to do is we're going to sneak in on the 2nd floor and just have a quick peek. Where the heck is it? Are you cleaning up already?
Just prepping.
Did you leave me any wine? What are you doing? You're leaving already? They're taking the food.
Hey, look what we got you. We found it.
Oh, you found a mic stand.
Yeah, he's going to bring it down at the end of this. So, look, perfect.
Everybody, this is Corey and Josh. Corey, you're the projectionist? What are you?
So, senior operator and manager of the IMAX. I've been here 22 years now.
Wow.
Seen a lot of movies.
He does a lot of technical stuff. And Josh, you're what? What are you doing?
Mainly ticket taker, clean the theater, start up movies, stuff like that. Just keep the operation running.
Cool. Well, do you think that if we snuck in, anybody would notice?
No,
For just a quick shot?
not at all.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Ready? Whew, we did it. So that's the Secrets of the Sea premiere. And I've seen it a few times, so I don't think I need to see it again. In fact, I saw it already today once, so all right, we'll talk to you in a while. All right, let's go. So, what we'll do Here's a nice view of the foyer. And last year when we were here for the Giant Screen Cinema Association Conference, which is like the giant screen event of the year, this is where we hung out. So it feels kind of like home to me. I really love this theater. It's a really great theater. They have a beautiful screen. They have bright IMAX 3D projectors. Ooh, the film looks so good here. I love going to a premiere where the film looks so good. So, in any case, I guess we have a little time for some Q&A. What do you think? Do you want to take it downstairs and chill? We're gonna go find a nice place to chill. They're taking all the food. Let's go down. Oh, I guess we're gonna go back down the elevator. So, Noah, do we have any questions that I could answer while we're waiting for an elevator here at a live stream event?
Not yet.
Okay.
Wait for someone to roll in.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. I know this is a really bad time of day to do a live stream. It's like 6:45 here, East Coast time, which means that it's dinner time for like most of the U.S. But you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what time I got. I got like half an hour here.
I think we lost signal in the elevator.
Yeah. Is that, you think it all died?
We're back.
Okay, we're back. Did our live stream die? Is it still going?
Good.
All right. All right, so where are we gonna sit? Well, let me find a spot. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Do 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 do. All right. So we have a moment to reflect. I can tell you a little bit about Secrets of the Sea. So, I'm going to tell you a story. In 1991, I was channel surfing, back when we channel surfed. And I came across a documentary called Shadows in a Desert Sea, made by a couple called Howard and Michelle Hall. Never heard of them. And I watched that documentary, and you know what? It kind of changed my life, because that was the film that made me want to be an underwater natural history filmmaker. And time went by, and I met Howard and Michelle, and then some more time went by, and I got to be friends with them. And then some more time went by, and I got to go diving with them. And then right around the time that I was finishing up Ancient Caves, my first IMAX film, I was talking to Howard and Michelle, and I said, you know what, I got this idea. Let's do a film together. And they said, you know what, that's a crazy idea. Sounds like fun, let's do it. So we got together and we made Secrets of the Sea. And it took 3 or 4 years. And now it's finally rolling out in all the giant screen theaters around the world, distributed by McGillivray Freeman Films, our partner, and doing really well. And the story was that they invited me to come down and present the film here in Chattanooga at the Tennessee Aquarium IMAX Theater. Now you might be asking, why didn't they ask Howard and Michelle? Because they are way more famous than me. And the answer is probably because they only wanted to pay for one airfare. I don't know, I have no idea what the answer to that is, but they invited me down. So I said, you know what? If we're going to an aquarium, we should bring the Blue World team. So guess who I have with me? I have Noah, obviously. Noah's always around. But I also have none other than this man, Cameraman Tim. I know you haven't seen Cameraman Tim for a couple of, I don't know, a year or two? He's been a little off the grid, but here he is. And with him, Tom Benson. Hey guys. We're live streaming.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
Oh!
All right,
Yes.
so tomorrow you're diving here. What are
Yes.
you most excited about doing in the tank?
Well, I am really excited about your conservation programs.
Thank you.
And they blow my mind how much you do, especially the freshwater, the sturgeons and all the trout that you're releasing and trying to restore the streams locally. But because I am a little bit of a shark nut,
Yeah.
I wanted to try to dive in your biggest tank, the secret reef, and film how you guys raise your own fish. I think that's really cool. So just in case you don't know this, you know, historically, aquariums would go and they would get their fish in the wild. You know, they collect them and then they bring them back, and hopefully they live a long time. But eventually they die and they need to be replaced, and you got to go back out in the wild and get some more. And these guys were like, you know what? We can collect. They're always spawning. If we figure out a way to not have those eggs get collected by the filtration, but instead we collect them and we raise them up, and then when they're big enough, we put them back in the exhibit, then they have a self-fulfilling bunch of fish. They don't have to go in the wild. They make their own fish. And so tomorrow we're going to see fish that are like Atlantic spadefish that are about this big. They're like,
They are adorable.
they're adorable. They're so cute. And we're going to put them back into the biggest exhibit here at the aquarium, and it's where they were born.
You'll get to see our growler wall too.
A growler?
Growler wall.
What's a growler
You know the
wall?
Food, right?
Oh,
You know, they
that's,
go to a
I
blue
see,
pub,
I
you
see,
get
the
the
growlers,
growlers,
right.
use those
Yeah.
glass.
They actually, when these fish are first born from an egg, they're like teeny. They're like they're smaller than a bug, and they eat algae that's like so small you would need a microscope to see it. And so where are you going to get that? Well, they grow it, and it looks like they're making beer in growler. It looks like a beer making facility. And the first time I walked in, I thought maybe we were going to have some beer for lunch, but we're going to show you how they do that in the segment. It's very, very interesting. It's really clever science. And I just thought when we came here for the GSCA last year and we got a little tour and we saw that, I was like, we got to make a blue world about this.
Have you been diving in the Flower Garden Banks National Marine Sanctuary?
As a matter of fact, we did an episode about that in
Great.
about 2015, I think.
So it'll be really fun to hear your reaction after being in this exhibit, because we've heard from volunteer divers and some of our staff that have been diving in the Flower Garden Banks that being in that habitat is the closest thing to actually being out in the Gulf. So I'll be interested to hear your thoughts once you.
That's interesting. Yeah,
time.
well,
Yeah, we'll have fun.
looking in through the window, it looks very much like it.
Yep.
Maybe we'll roll some footage from the flower gardens into that segment, and we'll compare and contrast.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. So yeah, we're really excited about tomorrow. We're going to be making this great Blue World episode, and right now, you know, we got a premiere happening right here at the IMAX theater. It's just really exciting. Fun stuff.
Can't wait
Thanks
to
for being
dive.
here.
Oh, thanks for having us. This is so much fun. And everybody, cameraman Tim himself. Cameraman Tim himself.
Can't wait to put
There
on
he
the
is.
wetsuit and get in that
We're
tank.
diving tomorrow, buddy. We're doing it. He's so tall, it's hard to give him a hug. So, any case, do we have any questions that we can answer while we don't have much longer because we got to go back to the film. Yeah, we got about 5 minutes. So if we have any questions, we're trying to do this on a phone, which we don't do that often, but you know, we'll see if it works. But look, I do have a lav this time, so you guys can actually hear me through the phone, so that's good. Noah's trying to work the phone and be a cameraman. Good job, Noah.
Is this going to be playing across the U.S.?
The film Secrets of the Sea is an IMAX giant screen film. It is playing all over the world, but every theater can decide if they want it or not. It's not like a Hollywood movie where it comes out in all the movie theaters like one weekend and then it's gone in 2 weeks. These types of theaters that are in institutions like science museums and aquariums, they run these films for longer periods of time, maybe 3 to 18 months, and they can get the film whenever they want over the next like 5 years. So some theaters opened it very quickly, other theaters take a little longer, and other theaters are going to take even longer than that. So you have to check our website. It's secretsoftheseamovie.com, and they'll give the listings for which theaters it's playing in now and when it's coming up soon. We'll put a link in the description later. But yeah, we have a website for the film where you can see where it's showing.
Is there any way to encourage the local IMAX theaters to play it?
There absolutely is a way. First of all, do not call, if you live near an IMAX theater that's like at a multiplex, like a cinema IMAX that shows like Batman movies, don't bother calling them. They're not going to show it. That's not the kind of film they show. If your IMAX theater is in a mall, if it's in an aquarium or a museum, it's what we call an institutional IMAX where they do educational documentaries, Then what you should do is you should call or email the theater director, and you can find that information on their website. Theater directors love to hear from the public.
Facebook is a great way, because
Oh.
we get requests on Facebook a lot.
Facebook.
Fans will say, hey, I'm wondering if you're going to show this film. We would love to see that film.
I didn't even think of that.
Yep.
So social media, go to Facebook. I know most of you only have Instagram, but try to pretend for a moment that you're old.
Instagram works too.
Yeah, oh, it does work too? So in any case, reach out to the institution in question through social media and tell them, we want to see Secrets of the Sea and we want to see ancient caves.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And what's
Or they can
better?
Or they can travel to Chattanooga and see both of them this summer.
Exactly.
Ancient Cave starts June 9th.
So these guys are opening Ancient Caves in 2 weeks, and the 2 films being shown here will be Secrets of the Sea and Ancient Caves. So you should come here for a double whammy. You can do like a matinee.
We're renaming the theater the Bird Theater for a limited time.
For a limited time. Hey, listen, I'll take whatever I can get. Do we have any more questions?
Not about this.
Okay.
Here's one from our
take another
in-house
peek.
audience.
In-house audience, I have a question for Jonathan. How long did it take for him and his colleagues to get the sequences of things like the clownfish moving the coconut husk, or the octopus going into the clamshell, and the shark waiting in the sand for lunch? The shark waiting in the sand for lunch took a long time, like many, many hours. Most of the sequences that we shot were shot relatively quickly once we finally got the animals to cooperate. So it was hours and hours and hours of waiting, and then when they finally did it, they did it. So the answer is that it took a while. You have to be very patient with this. So are we ready to rock? So ladies and gentlemen, we have to go in because at the end of the film, I have to do a Q&A and talk to the audience about how we made the film, and so I gotta go. So everybody, it's been really great to see you. Thanks for coming to our live stream, and we'll talk to you later.